somebody would say maybe this is the most tricky moment for the national resistance movement, because we have seen your youth wing, some sections are saying we are with Muhozi, others are saying we are still with the NRM. How are you going to treat this situation? Are this also going to be counted as part of the NRM, or we are going to treat them as members of PLU?
Is PLU a political party? Because I'm not a member of PLU, I don't know. But was something that does not undermine NRM, something that does not compete with NRM, something that does not breach the regulations of NRM, then it is NRM.
There are several activities that are lined up that will lead to pronouncements on who, for example, will be the party candidate for the presidential elections, maybe in the course of next year. However, we have seen some of your members, ministers, MPs coming to say, you know what, for us we are with this group, and probably one would predict that there is likely to be a breakaway from the NRM party.
So far I haven't seen anything that threatens NRM that can lead to a breakaway. Because by the time members of the party, who are also ministers, choose to associate with an organization without fearing the appointing authority, then to me, I use common sense to say this organization is not detrimental to the aspirations of NRM. So we are very confident that even members who are in YYM, Yellow Youth of Uganda, members who are in PLU, even without being a member of the organization and knowing what the objectives are, I have not seen any tendency of them undermining the cohesion. The only thing we need to streamline is communication. We need as a party to come out to communicate how we relate with these organizations so that our members on the ground are not confused.
Recently we have seen some members of the CEC coming out to say, you know what, for example, the appointment of the current commissioners of parliament, they were saying they did not know how this happened. So, and also us here outside leaves us to asking questions, who then was responsible for such exercise? Are members of CEC together, and how are decisions actually taken in CEC?
Members of CEC are answerable to the national chairman and the other organs of the party. I believe they have a direct contact with the national chairman of NRM, and they can raise up these matters with the national chairman. I'm also aware that the national chairman has convened the Central Executive Committee for Friday this week. I believe if the members of CEC have these concerns, then the national chairman is going to respond to them, if he hasn't already, through other means of communication with them. This is something that the national chairman is going to deal with, because he's already aware, and he had directed us the previous week that we must arrange the agenda for the Central Executive Committee, which the Secretary General has done. I believe that by the end of this week, there shouldn't be any problem at all. But for us, we are going ahead with the launch of the registration exercise presided over by the chairman, and then he'll be updating the various organs differently.
Dombo is the communication director at the NRM Secretariat. And of course, like you have heard, he has hinted that the president will meet with the rest of the CEC members on Friday. And possibly we shall be able to have an update for you who will be watching NTV. I'm Jackson Onyango.